Hello everyone and welcome back to another Essential Album video. This is week 21. This week we are taking a look at The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill, released August 25th, 1998. Funny thing about this video is last week we did Graceland by Paul Simon, and that was also an August 25th release. Completely coincidental, but kind of funny that these two albums were exactly 12 years apart. Anyway, some notable tracks off this album are Lost Ones, To Zion, Doo-Wop, That Thing, and Everything is Everything. I did a more in-depth video about this album for my 1998 Represent series. There'll be a link in the description where you can check that one out. This was going to be a little more fast than that video, little less in depth. But another album that I do own on vinyl, but recently picked this up like a few weeks ago. One of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. And even maybe calling it a hip hop album is probably doing the album a disservice because it just covers so many different albums or so many different genres across, rap and hip hop to R&B and soul and so on. And Lauryn Hill does just a fantastic, amazing job with all these different songs across all these different genres that it's kind of like an album you really can't put into any one particular genre. For the sake of this series, I'm putting it into the rap/hip hop genre because I think that's where it sits best. But it just covers so many genres that it kind of does a disservice just labeling it as one particular genre. Anyway, I first heard this album in the fall of 1998 in a study hall in high school. We were in a room in the school that I think music was taught, so there was a CD player around, and we were discussing with some other just friends of mine there about albums that we had recently picked up. And at this point, I had most recently picked up Hello Nasty by the Beastie Boys, and he had picked up this. He had the album with him, so we were able to use that CD player. We played a few songs off of it. Immediately was really liking it, and I ended up getting the album for Christmas that year. And now I most recently have it again on this amazing version on vinyl. So there is that. We're going to take a quick look at the track listing here. Just pull that up. So the track listing off of this album, the album is like, how long is the album? It's like over an hour. It's quite long. It's like looks like an hour and like 17 minutes. So definitely you get your money's worth when picking this album up. So first song up is just the intro. It's kind of like a teacher going through various lessons, and those are kind of intercut throughout the album. So track 1 is intro, track 2 is Lost Ones, I should say. Track 3 is X Factor, track 4 is To Zion, track 5 is Doo-Wop, That Thing, track 6 is Superstar, track 7 is Final Hour, track 8 is When It Hurts So Bad, track 9 is I Used to Love Him, track 10 is Forgive Them Father, track 11 is Every Ghetto, Every City, track 12 is Nothing Even Matters, track 13 is Everything is Everything, track 14 is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, track 15 is Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, and track 16 is Tell Him. And track 15 and 16 are technically hidden tracks at the end of the album. But yeah, this album is just amazing. One of the greatest, like I said, hip hop albums of all time, but also probably just straight up one of the best albums of all time as well. Like I said earlier in the video, I did a more lengthy version of this, discussing this album in further depth for my 1998 Represent series. And again, I'll throw a link in the description below to where you can check that video out as well. But this is basically just a perfect album. It's a masterpiece. Definitely very much worth your time and attention. So definitely check it out. That's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again next week with another album. Don't know when that's going to be just yet, but we'll figure that out. Again, that's going to do it for now. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one.